How hard is it cutting up a dead cow?
Well, depends how long you've been doing it for. For me, it's easy work, light work. Well, it depends. Different cuts, different challenges. Age comes into it. The older an animal is, if it's been aging, the meat can be tougher. It's harder to get your knife into some of it. Takes more skill, more patience. In terms of learning the skill, cows are quite difficult, and you only get a small amount of the pieces in. So you might get a top bit a week or 2 top bits a week, which is the hind leg. So you get less practice. So it takes a longer time to learn how to do it.
What's the hardest piece of the cow to cut?
I guess it would be different for everyone, depending on what just depending on what you're good at. But I think probably the forequarter.
Sorry, just for the unlearned, what is a forequarter?
It's the front. It's like the front quarter of the cow. It's the shoulder, basically. The big
Okay.
shoulder. It has the chuck at the back and goes up into the clod around the neck, and then it has all of your kind of short ribs in it. Front of the brisket, the point end at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's this piece here, like that, and it comes up around there.
Okay. So, what is your most expensive item in store?
Well, that's going to be the fillet. Price per kilo going out is the fillet, but it's not the biggest profit margin, I guess.
Okay.
You got to balance things to, the fillet is the most expensive because it's the most tender and the leanest. And
But it's the most expensive to buy, is it?
for the customers, yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
Not for you.
Well, if we buy it from the whole loin, it's a certain price.
Oh, okay.
And I'm giving up too much. No, well, you have to fluctuate your prices. You make more back on some things and less on others.
Yeah, I get that.
So
Yeah.
the fillet you sell it at a higher price because it's more desirable and there's less of it. It's a smaller muscle in the animal.
Yeah.
And then the ribeye and the sirloin, which come from the loin as well, the same as the fillet. They're cheaper because there's more of it and slightly less tender. And I guess it's less desirable than the fillet in a lot of ways.
So I don't want to incriminate you or anything, yeah? Because you spend a lot of your day cutting up dead carcasses, is there a bit in you that ever wants to cut up a dead human?
I get asked this question a lot about. Usually, it's about if I'd be able to, if I was capable of doing it, and 100%, it'd be easy.
Oh, hang on a minute. What are you saying yes to? Are you saying yes, you have a desire to cut up a dead human, or yes, you could do it?
Depends who it is. My enemies, they're gonna have some regrets after hearing me say this. But
So you heard it here first, yeah? If you cross Harvey from Drings Butchers, you are in trouble, mate.
yeah.
Right, so what would you like to say to anyone who hasn't shot? I need to be talking into the mic,
Yeah.
Harvey. This is not my first rodeo, but it would look like it is.
Yeah.
So what would you say to anyone who hasn't shopped in Drings Butchers yet to get them to come down here to buy some top quality meat from you?
Well, we're the best butchers in South London, easy, hands down, south of the river. Best meat. We've got our own suppliers, work individually with farms, one-to-one with great farmers, use a lot of pasture for life beef, using a lot of regenerative farming. Our variety is just unmatched. We've got all kinds of things, marinated things in the summer, big, beautiful, tied-up piece of beef, joints of lamb in the winter. We've even got our own kitchen with chefs, make all of our own pies and stocks and sauces and marinades. So, if you want to come to a butcher's with people that care about what they're doing and constantly evolving and doing new things, then you've got to come here.
Right, before I go, just need to ask you another thing. Are you single?
No.
All right. So what would you say? Don't worry, I'm not eating on you. You're not my type. So I know you got some like young meat in here.
Ooh, where are we going with this, Ryan?
So what would you say to the local talent who haven't shopped here to come and try some of the local meat?
Say, it's not just me. We've got a new Samuele. If you like Sardinian, beautiful, olive-skinned Mediterranean boys, come and see him.
So, ladies, you know where to shop.
Italian stallions. Italian stallion.
Nice. Thanks, Harvey. It's good to speak to you today, mate.